Well, I live in a regional community, Ballarat. I think the most popular one there is electronic gaming machine. Yeah, so certainly you see a congregation of several people. You can identify them if you're driving past the place. You see all the cars, suddenly increases. I think one of the reasons, particularly in rural regional areas, I think you find people are quite isolated. Their homes are a little bit far away, and particularly the elderly ones, they are quite lonely, and they want to do something, and also meeting their peer group. And surprisingly, they see their peer groups also turning up at the gaming venue. So that's where they tend to turn up, Well, I think, of course, it's the financial loss to start off. And certainly they could go into forms of depression and also, can lead to suicidal tendencies, because they lose money and certainly once they don't have enough money, they can't have healthy food, all the things we need money for. Well, I think gambling is extremely well promoted. I think certainly, you go on anywhere, and even during the main events in Victoria, you see the ads coming on, do this and do that, you get extra money, but they don't tell you the loss and the side effects. Well, I mean, we are talking about the electronic gaming machine as people that you can see and observe, but then there are the quiet gamblers. And certainly in your room or in your house, quietly, you see that when you're turning on the computers, you find the ad comes on, pops up, and then they say, you can gamble online, before you realize, I think you can be, losing 30,000 or your house. They are conscious of the gambling harm, but again, when we talk about responsible gambling, it only certainly they are fully aware of it, but are not sure being aware of it and not taking some serious measures is a concern. I think particularly in the rural regional areas, the community is very closely knit, well connected. So you find that you have to be so careful. Confidentiality is an issue in the rural regional community. And of course, I mean, many families, if the parents are gambling, they do not like the children to know about it. And again, if someone is suffering, they don't want to let others know that is the result of the gambling behavior. So, yes, they will be concerned to talk about openly their gambling behaviors. Well, first and foremost is to invite them to places that they will be attracted to come. And once they're there, give them the opportunity, to let them share their views. But I think if you were to hit them hard on the question of gambling, they're not going to respond to you. But if you were to say, somebody says there seem to be some issues in your community, what do you think? So in other words, you're not speaking to them as a first person, but speaking to them as a third person, right? So there's a chance for them to respond.